How hard is it to become a millionaire? In this video, I'm gonna break it down. It's more obtainable than you think. I'm gonna share my story, and I'm gonna tell you, you gotta hit your first 100,000 before you hit that million. So get a pen and paper, we have a lot to talk about. So the three specific things I'm going to talk about today is number one, my story, how I became a millionaire and how actually easy it is to start this lucrative venture. Number two, the most critical, asset education, due diligence, risk analysis. How do you even begin that? And then number three, why most of you will never make it. Isn't that exciting? So let's begin. So my story and how I became a millionaire. Well, I think you all know my backstory, right? Grew up in Nebraska, got a finance degree, got an exercise physiology master's, put them together, built fitness centers on offshore oil rigs. That was exciting. Bob Proctor introduced me to Kiyosaki, Sharon Lechter, 1996. Jumped totally out of that, switched careers, and started being the master distributor of the cash flow game. Then 1999, I really got, my jam on figuring out how to do real estate. I also got pregnant, which meant I was gonna be a single mom. So highly motivated at that moment. So 1999, right before my 34th birthday, hit my millionaire status in real estate, soon after in gas and oil, and I say the rest is history. So 1999 hit, again, real estate and then gas and oil. Had my son in September and really got with it. And I said, all right, it's time to go. So I left the Rich Dad Poor Dad team, went and just started my own. Started Live Out Loud, started actually Money Camp for Kids, all sorts of ventures in the beginning, and started taking people on real estate tours because I was a real estate millionaire and I started buying real estate in a lot of markets. So I built a huge team, built our community called The Big Table, and away we went. Thank God we got out just in time before the great, 2008, 9, and 10. 2006 wrote my Millionaire Maker book, and away we went. So between the education company, real estate, gas and oil, off to the races we went. What's different about becoming a millionaire, the way that I teach you, is I'm gonna teach you how to sequence it. So you gotta get my Millionaire Maker book. Inside the Millionaire Maker book, we start with the first 3 chapters on how to do a gap analysis, like where are you and what do you want? Most times when I ask people what do they want with money, they'll tell me what they don't want. I want to know what you want. And not that you know how to get there, that's why you hire a mentor and a coach. So where are you? What do you want? And then where we're going to look is what's your income and asset plans? See, the pattern of a millionaire is you're going to make money, you're going to invest money, you're going to make it, you're going to invest it. Most of you make, spend, make, spend, make, spend. You wake up one day and say, oh, I want to be a millionaire, but you don't have any assets. You haven't put anything away. And a big mistake I'm seeing lately is 100% of your money is going back into your own company versus diversifying. That's a very, very risky move. A lot of people in my space, the speaker space, the author space, they make, spend, they put it all back in their company and they wonder why they can never get out. So as you think about becoming a millionaire, like I said, the first 100,000 is the hardest money you're going to make. Why? Because most of you have never done it. Not in a job. I'm talking being an entrepreneur. So we can address that. We can help you get to that first 100,000 in income, but it's the hardest because we're taught to be employees. So you're in here, you're my YouTube channel. So go to the search bar and look up living corporate life versus employee life. And you're going to be shocked at what I'm going to tell you. See, we're so oriented to be an employee, and you think you're going to take those employee skills and move it over here and all of a sudden become a magical entrepreneur. My son just graduated with accounting finance degree. I have another gentleman on the team just started working with us. He's in his senior year of finance, and again says, what you wrote in the Millionaire Maker book is nothing that I've been taught, because that's traditional education about getting a job. So interesting and helpful, not how you're going to be a great entrepreneur. You have to learn to market, like entrepreneurial marketing. Full-on digital marketing out here on the internet. You have to learn to sell. You have to manage cash flow. Those are 3 big skill sets that most of you have to get done as you earn your first 100,000. And after that, we're going to get you to $250,000. $250,000 is when you are accredited, and then we're going to take you to a millionaire. So we actually have 3 stages in how we help you become a millionaire. Your first 100,000 in entrepreneurial income, so you can actually do deductions and have a great tax return. Becoming accredited, and then a millionaire. So there is a trajectory to it. So as you become a millionaire, the other thing you have to start right away, and it's a huge mistake. Most people come to me and have this huge excuse. I don't have time. Don't ever tell me you don't have time. You have time to do whatever you want to do. You got to make this important. This money conversation, business conversation, becoming a millionaire has to become part of your lifestyle. You don't have a personal life and a professional life. You have a life. So put it together, bring those kids out on business trips. My kids have been all over the world on business trips with me. And they work for the company, and all of those things. Again, if you want to know how to do that, back to my search bar you go. So as you start looking at investments, you have to get asset education. You got to learn about diversifying. The stock market and real estate and crypto now are not the only three ones. You've got a lot of other assets that you could be looking at and buying, and you have to understand due diligence. My third book, Wealth Cycle Investing, talks about this. I'm actually going to read you the list of minimum, this is just the basics of beginning parts of due diligence. Is the investment congruent with your money rules? Well, that would assume you have money rules. So again, in my Wealth Cycle book, I have a whole chapter, I think it's chapter 4 on money rules. Go get it, read it. Do you have an exit strategy? Does the team have an exit strategy? Now, there's usually some way that, especially now, everybody wants like a big exit, right? There's people mentoring on how to do a big exit. They might have done a tiny exit, telling you how they're going to do a big exit. What is big money investing? See, I remember when I first started, like writing a $10 or $20 or $25,000 check felt like a lot. For some of you, that seems like a lot. Most of us that are accredited millionaires investing, our checks start at 50 and 100. I just introduced to a deal. It starts at $500,000. That's your minimum investment to get in. So some of you just have to begin and get started. Who has the oversight? You know, one of my greatest mentors said, money will follow the management team. So who's on your board, who's overseeing, and if you're a beginner out there, don't think you're going to get a bunch of like great high, value capital from a hedge fund or some sort of a, even private investor. You've got to get some resume. You've got to get a portfolio of some success before anyone's going to invest with you. Is the information public? Is there transparency in the project? Are the economics sound? Is the marketing plan, the sales plan actually aligned to the business plan and the economic environment? I mean, we are officially, right? We're recording this in we are August 2022, officially in a recession, higher interest rates. They're kind of modifying out a little bit, but inflation that is skyrocketing. So can your business make it with all of this? I'm going to say economic, and you got to kind of put political drama that's going on out there. And again, leadership of the executive team. There's a whole checklist inside my Wealth Cycle book. I need you to go get it. And before I tell you why most of you won't be a millionaire, which I'm sure you're excited about, but I need you to stay, I want you to subscribe to my channel, click the notification button. If you're enjoying this and you need people around you, remember, you're like the sum of the 5 people you hang out with. So get them on this channel. It's 10 to 12 minutes a day, 5 days a week. And then in the evening, if you have family or even friends, start talking about what are you learning? What are you going to do different? How are you understanding, Loral's YouTube channel and the content? This is all here for business, money, and financial literacy. So share, share, share. If there's a topic that you want and you're not finding it, put it in the comments and we'll come back live as we're doing our recording. So we'll bring it to you and answer that question. Now, why most of you won't become a millionaire is you. You are your biggest problem. The way you think about things, you think money's scary. You always have this fear relationship. I don't know how many people, having been in The Secret, tell me, oh, my mindset with money's all screwed up. No, your mindset is just clueless. You don't have any knowledge. So your fear and your like rejection and pushing back the whole conversation with money is because you don't know. Right? It's a knowledge thing, lack of knowledge, and then you have to unlearn all this crap that you learned that was wrong. I mean, think about it. Who taught you about money or investing or even wanting to become a millionaire? If that wasn't a conversation in your family's home, you had to generate it sometime. So that's why I want you in my YouTube channel. I want you on my podcast. I want you talking to our team and helping. So the main reasons, though, that you won't become a millionaire is you won't learn to invest. Right? You won't learn to invest. You think you can park your money with a financial planner, park it in the stock market, and the whole damn thing's going to work out. It's not. 2020, we already saw a 33% drop. And here's what most of those folks said. You're in for the long haul. You're going to be great. Right. Well, I only lost 2.8% because I use a software that's programmatically designed to take me out of the market so I don't get killed. We just did another 22% drop. And I love how people say, oh, it's okay. I'm in for the long haul. I'm going to get back. Again, I only lost about 2%. So in the link below, I will put my iFlip link. iFlip's a software. This isn't financial advice. It's an algorithm that will get you out of there faster while you're learning. Now, if you actually learn, like my sons learned, and a lot of our clients learn to trade, then you could do that. But I would use, and I do use iFlip for cryptos and for other portfolio stock packages. They're just designed well as safer. You can start into real estate, right? So a lot of you, first of all, you won't get a mentor. You do everything by yourself. Being an entrepreneur and being a millionaire takes a team. All right, that's why I coined the word team-made millionaire, not self-made millionaire. You're going to need a team. You're going to need marketing help. You're going to need sales help. You're going to need accounting help. You're going to need fulfillment help. You're going to need tech help, customer service help. Like, Really, you're going to do that? You're going to jump out of a job with 1 or 2 tasks and do all of these tasks and be good at them? Not really. Small businesses don't fail because your idea isn't great. Small businesses fail because you don't hire fast enough, because you're not getting enough cash. So I want to invite you to come to my marketplace every 3 weeks. If you click on the link below, I'll give you 2 tickets to my marketplace. Come join us and learn to make money. The last event, oh my gosh, we had such amazing people. We had one girl make $1,200, and this is in 2 days. This is in about, 13 hours over 2 days. Another one made like $3,400. I think she was a copy editor. Like, it's not hard to make money. You just don't know how. So come join us, hang out. If you have any questions, go to askloral.com, and I have a membership over there, but you can ask me any question over there at any time for free. So come over. Talk to you tomorrow.